I'm Betty White, and the 5 o'clock whistle is fantastic.
To a great moment in time.
Does that mean what I think it means?
Yes, sir. Are you ready? Yes. Ring the bells. You come down to this. Tell that slave driver. Tell him it's going to be a rock and roll weekend. Is that true? Well, here we go. That's your weekend. That is working for the weekend. La, 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 la. What the hell are you talking about? Friday! Still high? Friday! Finish. Brace yourself. Yes!
All right, this is Great Man. We're going to radio show on this Friday. It's the Friday Blastoff show. Hope everybody's having a great Friday this morning. It is almost 10 o'clock here in Greenville, South Carolina, at the time I am doing this live right now and everything. Excuse me. Well, I'll get into baseball real quick. Looks like the Atlanta Braves will move on to the National League Championship game for coming up on October the 12th against the LA Dodgers. The Braves defeated the Marlins 7-0 yesterday, and you heard most of that game when I was kind of doing my show yesterday. Excuse me. And everything. Can't wait to see the Braves play that one and hope to move on to the World Series. It'll be an exciting game. We're going to get into something today I'm going to end up doing. We're going to be talking about collecting stuff. And the first thing I think of when I started collecting was baseball cards and football cards when I was a kid. That's the first collections I started doing. And my grandma, I remember giving me baseball cards, and we'd go out and yard sales and started finding them. Most of the time I got most of my packs when I bought them at stores or went shopping with my grandpa. He used to be a manager of the community cash was in Spartanburg, and we used to go down there on Sundays, and they used to get a pack of cards there and everything. I got some cool back from the 1980s, 81s, in football and baseball. I actually got a pack of Joe Montana. I even got a Joe Montana rookie card out of that pack. Didn't even know I had it until a few years later when I got older. And now it's put in glass and hidden, put somewhere in protection and everything. And then my stuff started growing, and I started doing, what else I got into? NASCAR cards, the little cards, and the NASCAR collectible cards. And I got a whole book full of those. I got them listed by drivers, and most of the ones I've done, from Dale Earnhardt to Billy Elliott and Jeff Gordon and whoever else. I got it in order. And by certain drivers and stuff, Richard Petty and stuff. I got mostly started with that, and then I got the little NASCAR cars, Racing Champions put out the first time. I remember when they first put them out, they had rubber tires, and they had a recall on all of them. I kept a couple of those that got the rubber tires, and then they made hard tires because they afraid it was going to come off and cause a choking hazard to the kids back then and everything. And that was kind of a big deal, NASCAR coming out with little cars, and they got the trading card with it too, and a little stand you put the car on. I have a couple of ones that are card now don't even make anymore. With Nestle Quick number 10, it was on the Bush Series size. I have the first Dale Earnhardt, and all these others. It came out, like Davey Allison. I have one, and then they got bigger and got better with them, the cars. They put figures with them and stuff, and now I have one, Alan Kowicki, when he won the championship in the car. Hot Wheels started off before that and everything. They had a little bit of racing cars. And I think the first racing car I've seen, I have one of the original ones. It's kind of in pretty good shape, but it's kind of like, I got lucky and got another one of those and found it, and it's pretty good. I think Hot Wheels are one of the makers of that. It started NASCAR cars way before the Racing Champions ever came out. Because I think they have the 88 Mountain, or one of those. One of the old 88 Gatorade cars, I think, were somebody. I think Darrell Walter drove it or somebody did. I don't remember. I'm trying to remember all the collection I started running. And then I started bobbleheads right after that. And I started my first bobblehead. I think it was this football player, or was it a baseball? I don't remember what I first started with. I think it was like Santa Claus Coca-Cola maybe bobblehead, or the baseball one. And one of the first ones I found at Goodwill. And they just starting to really branch out. And I used to go to these Miracle Hills and Goodwills and find them all the time. I ain't been in one of those in a while to find one in a while. I used to love that. And every time I show up, oh, there's a bobblehead, I jump all over it and got it. I have The Rock, and I have about half the Atlanta Braves, a lot of Braves players. Carolina Panther one. I got it. Trying to remember all of them. I got a lot of different bobbleheads. Clemson Tigers, Dabo Swinney, pretty much a little in there. And that was the next thing. I started collecting pennants back before that. And I have the original 1991 Atlanta Braves National League Championship pennant when they went to the World Series on that one. And I have a lot of Greenville Drive stuff. Yeah, one of them was the Ready Reap It. What was that? Something popped in here. And everything, and I'm just trying to think of different things I collected over the times. I started collecting Hallmark. Yeah, I forgot about putting that down too. I started collecting Hallmark ornaments too when I was a kid, and I got Magic Johnson. The first thing I started collecting were these starting lineup figures of like all the basketball and baseball players. And I have Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and all these different, starting lineup figures. And I have all kind of different ones of those. Bo Jackson. It's kind of cool things to, collect because they're small and something different to have. And I even have Joe Montana when he was in Kansas City. I did have the original Joe Montana when he was at 49ers. Somebody, I think, stole that from me. I don't remember what happened to that one or where it went. I used to have a big collection of NASCAR stuff, and I got rid of some of it, and like posters and things like that. But I kept some things. And then I started with the autographs and stuff too, with trading cards and all that stuff, and it just grew to bigger autograph stuff like posters, pictures, and and players and everything else. And 95, it really got big because I got an autograph football and of the Carolina Panthers of the 95's team, and Sam Mills, former late Sam Mills, I got his autograph on a ball. And the former owner of the Panthers, Jerry Richardson, Kerry Collins. I got a lot of big names stuff. I got wrestling and autograph pictures. Javier Lopez, Rusty Wallace's autograph, and a lot of different things that I collected over the time. I have a scrapbook of all the National League winning of 92, and I think that's the year the Braves went to the World Series again, and I got that in a scrapbook, all the newspaper ads, and kind of scrapbooked it in there. And everything, and it's just something, Then I started with baseball helmets and baseballs, and when I worked at the Greenville Drive and everything, and started that big collection. I collected over so much stuff. They started the Funko Pops, and then we started with these little, the Funko Pops I started this year. Really, I actually started way before that because I had a Captain America I didn't even know I had. That I got from Kellogg's, and that's where it first started, actually. And then I got my wife 2 Funko Pops of the Green Bay Packers, Aaron Rodgers, and the former defense. I see his name in front of me, and I can't think of it now. Clay Matthews, I got his Funko Pop. And then I got a thing started with the sailing ships. I found one of those at the Carnival Sales ships, the model of it, ceramic model. Had a Miracle Hill, well, not Miracle Hill, Salvation Army, and then we got one on the cruise of Ecstasy. Most of my stuff comes from, I got a Dale Murphy one bobblehead. Yeah, found that one out. Salvation Army. And everything. I collect over so much. I just got like lanyards. Lanyards started back in 2003 with me when I worked, first time working backstage and everything. And everything, sitting back and pondering. Let me think here. I started with lanyards back in 2003 when I worked backstage at the Balo Center. It used to be called that. Now the Bronco Score Wellness Center. And I got a lot of lanyards, backstage passes, and stuff that I've done in shows, and a lot of lanyards, and a lot of logos on lanyards, and a lot of different cool lanyards. It's some things, you would never get your hands on unless you know what you're looking for and how to get them. And I started a big collection on that. I was collecting on rings of World Series, 95 World Series ring, Atlanta Braves, and 91 World Series National League Championship ring, and a World Series 1977 ring. I talked about that yesterday. Of Shoeless Joe Jackson. Yeah, the big Shoeless Joe Jackson thing is a big thing for me too. I got posters, pictures, trading cards. That's another big collection I have because he's actually a cousin down the line here. My great grandma, her first cousin. Well, that's her dad's first cousin, but she's a cousin, and that's a big family thing. Everybody talked about every time we were around them at the time. Let's see, I started collecting glasses of a Shazam, and I started comic book collection. I forgot about that too. And I started comic book collection way before, about the same time trading cards. I started collecting Batman, Shazam, ZZ Top. That comic book, I have that one. I have a cool. There's one Batman I wanted as a kid. I went to the flea market one time and got it. I knew a guy sold them, and he used to be at another place. And then I got that, and I thought, oh, that's cool. I finally found the one I wanted. It's called Batman and the Bat Family or something like that. It had all different people on the cover and everything. And everything. I'm sorry about that. It's all the different things I collected. It's like, what stuff you collect, and give me a thing on what you collect, and it's like these solar panels, solar things. We started collecting them. I started to. I would get one for my wife, or for Valentine's, or like the two bears of kissing, a cool solar. And my parents got me a solar Mr. Bean. I had to order it from over in Britain, Great Britain. That's the only way you can find it. You can't find it here in the United States. It's a dancing solar Mr. Bean. And everything. I do collect a lot of movies, and watched a lot of different TV shows like Full House, and that started another big collection. Actually, I had a whole big collection of VHSs of wrestling. I wish I'd never, there were some good ones in there. Like some of the ones I recorded off the TV shows, I have dubbed them over to DVD, like the old Nitros and WCW Monday Nitro, and some of the old NWA stuff I found. And I ain't watched them in a while. I need to, but it's hard to get into that stuff sometimes. The only thing I saw cool on wrestling was AEW did a dog collar match, and I was really taking it back to old school. And they was bleeding too. And usually I don't see blood much in wrestling these days. That was kind of cool. And I had a great time in Valentine in the middle of the ring, and outside watching. I was more in a safe distance. Trying to think what else. I'm talking about the glasses. I have a Harry Carey Cubs glass. I have Shazam. I have a Robin one. I was looking for a Batman one. That's a hard one to get. all kind of different ones I have back there. You ever been to the? Yeah, back in 1984, I went to the World's Fair. Back then, and it was kind of like, okay. World's Fair in Knoxville, Tennessee. I was collecting glasses. I got a book on it, and we got a lot of ticket stuff that my grandparents had. And I collect hat pins. I have got over several NASCAR hat pins, and yeah, that's another big collection of mine too. I forgot about that. And all kind of cool things. I have an old Rock and Roll Express bandana from the old NWA Jim Crockett promotion days. See what else. I collect comic books. Yeah, I mentioned those. Baseball cards. I collect all kind of cool things. It's just some fun things that you just get into, and sometimes it grows, and sometimes you kind of limit what you get and try to get. Yeah, the Happy Meal toys. That's another big thing. I have a big Star Wars collection of those. Charlie Brown collection from Happy Meal toys. I have a little one of these older 1980s or 79. I don't remember what year it was. The little pullback cars you race, but it has one of them has the McDonald's character in it and everything. I have one of those and still put away, and I have all kind of different things from different things. I got E.T., like a video box and everything. What was that? People making noise around here. I just have all kind of different collection. If you want to, tell me about your collection, we can maybe, I have a lot of people post on my Facebook, /GardnerMan45. You can tell me about your collection. We can maybe, put it on the air and talk about different people's collection and everything, and have a show about that. I decided to do it on collecting today, and like I do video games too. I have a lot of different video games. I'm hoping some of the video games I play on the Xbox 360 will come up on the Xbox One. I was up learning today how to get a button and quit sticking on Xbox, and I was reading somebody said spray a little bit of, or somehow put around 3D40 and it got the button to quit sticking. I might have to do that. And every time I play baseball, it likes to get stuck, and I'm like, no, swing. Everything, alrighty. I'm going to jump it out of here, and thanks for listening to the Great Man Radio Show on this Friday Blastoff show, and everybody has a great weekend. I'll try to do a Saturday or Sunday show. If I don't, I'll be back on Monday. And thanks for listening to wherever you're listening to the Great Man Radio Show, and thanks for the 1,700 downloads. Well, that's a lot. And my best show was back and had over 19 downloads. I don't know, it was a lot. I've never seen that high of numbers of downloads, but I appreciate it and everything for everybody listening to the Great Man Radio Show and everything. And thanks for letting me come into your, wherever you're listening to me. Hoping one day to work in the radio station and things and play music and have fun like I always do now. But we are brought to you by Burger King. Where Burger King is, how's it your way? Alright, I'm going to jump out of here, and I'm going to it's Bimini's time. It's about getting close to breakfast here. I got to get me something to eat here. Alright, this is Great Man for the Great Man Radio Show. Peace, I'm out. It's Sock It To Me time. Well, let's do it the other way. I don't know what I want to do here. I did that.
Now, folks, it's Sock It To Me time.
Suck it to me, honey.
Well, I've never been bored before. Hey, it must be Sock It To Me time. Sock it to me.
Suck it to me, suck it to me, suck it to me, suck it to me.
Sock it to yourself.
Suck it to me.